Welcome back to my Prep 2026 updates. So we are 11 weeks out here, down 1.2 pounds since our last check-in. So that little tiny bump up in cardio did exactly what we needed, coming in a little bit sharper this week. A little touch flat here, but no stress whatsoever. No change of PEDs at all. Slight pull down in fats and carbs this week, however, to make sure that we're keeping the fat loss timeline on point for where we want to be for our mock peak week. Definitely on my posing and my mobility work prime time, because this is usually the point in time with all the cardio in place that I usually find that like hips start getting a little bit tight, things along those lines. But strength, performance, recovery, everything is on point here. Could not be happier. I had some complaints about my video being too quick with the posing, so I figured I'd slow it down a little touch here for this one. Good morning and happy Saturday, fam. Excuse my hair. We have not done fasted cardio, so I haven't showered yet. About to go do that right now. But we have an exciting day in the books. We are headed to the Toronto Pro Qualifier, and then we have the Pro Show tomorrow. Going to be a packed weekend, but I'm so stoked. Going to go crush my cardio real quick, get my meals, and then I'm heading over to pick up Xavier to go check it out. Of course, my boys always pulling through. MVP hanging out with me at all the shows, but it's just a dream to be able to be up here and just be able to go wherever I like to go get a show in. So we got our first round of client check-ins done. We are officially 11 weeks out today. Very, very exciting. I'm sure you guys see my updates that I posted yesterday for you. But we are getting our fasted cardio done and crushed off, picking up Xavier and checking out the Toronto Pro Qualifier today, which is going to be a sick show. But stay tuned. I'll post some updates for you guys. Definitely an electric environment watching people fight and battle for their pro cards. I went to the show last year, both the Pro Qualifier and the Pro Super Show, like I am this weekend, and oh man, it's motivating. But anyways, nonetheless, I hope you guys are all crushing your goals today. Get out, get some movement, start the day off right, and I hope you guys all have the best workouts ever later on today.
Face runs.
All right, it's been an exciting day. We just concluded round 3 of client check-ins because Saturdays are wild, and I did decide to go to the prejudging of the Pro Qualifier. But nonetheless, my first cousin has her engagement party tonight, so me and Olive are getting ready to go out to that. Just so lucky. What a great date. Good morning and happy Sunday. Cardio checked off for the morning. Gonna go crush some French toast and get on the highway over to Toronto. Pro Show inbound. Let's fucking go. Time to get hella motivated.
Face runs. 73 and abdominals and thigh.
Name something more poetic. Fantastic weekend at the Toronto Pro. Extremely late workout. Almost done. But for pretty much vast majority of my session, I've literally had the entire gym to myself. Like, when does that ever happen? Let's fucking go. I didn't actually realize while I was doing my entire workout that there was no music on the entire time I was at Pure until I went to go pose. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, it's oddly quiet here. But it actually gave me the most beautiful mental focus. Anybody who knows me knows I actually train most of the time without headphones, funny enough, because I find I just get myself so amped up on my own. I don't need music kind of pumping that up even more for me. But nonetheless, this was a fantastic workout, even though it was super late. I have been noticing, though, throughout this prep, this is like the best I've retained fullness as I've gone through the entirety of my prep, which is awesome to see the shreds pulling out while still getting like really good pumps. And I really do contribute that to like time management being so key, setting up my schedule and my life, well, besides today, of course, for the show, to be as optimal as possible for my meal timing, my hydration timing, and finding like the peak time of the day for my training is definitely key. So sometimes I do make a slight exception, but I was feeling hella motivated from this show, so no regrets whatsoever. Got to see a couple people get their pro cards, and got to see Quentin qualify for the Olympia, which was mad hype. But there's no kidding and no lying, that energy is definitely dipping at this point in time. So I think that fatigue management is crucial as you go through the depths of prep. The farther into it we go, the more drained you're going to feel. But that really comes down to having your systems perfected so that they work best for you. Ooh, looking good, looking good. I'm just so happy with how this prep is going so far, to be honest. And happy Monday, fam. A little bit of a later start to the day, but we are rocking and rolling. Obviously, I went to the Toronto Pro Show yesterday, which went a little bit later than I anticipated, but we still had to get our training in because we do not miss. But I literally got to bed so late last night, crashed, got a really good sleep. We are now rocked, ready. Cardio just finished up, and we are going to get into client check-ins. All right, so I just clued up all those check-ins and updates and a posing session with a client. Gonna crush my next meal here now and then get ready for a big push day, because we always hit chest on Mondays over here. But I just want to come on here, and I realized that something I have not talked about enough is some struggles that I personally have undergone in this past year. I think everybody knows 2025 was probably the hardest year of my life, without a doubt. I lost my dog, Snowwave, who was the love of my life, my soul dog. God rest her soul. She was and will always be the best thing that ever happened to me. But I took it so hard. It was definitely unexpected when it came about, and it honestly broke my heart. I'm not gonna lie. It shook me like nothing has ever before. I was literally on survival mode for like a year, trying to piece myself back together, and it was literally only for my bodybuilding that I had any sort of structure that enabled me to get through that time. And I have said it before, but I think I could say it so many times, that the gym has genuinely saved my life time and time again. From, that hardest year of my life that I undergone, from when I first transitioned and I was feeling so dysphoric and so uncomfortable in my body, and it gave me the power of autonomy over controlling that. But even when I've had any type of life hurdle or any stress in my life, I always have the gym. It's always there for me, no matter what happens. And it really genuinely does get me through. It's an outlet for me, but it's also such a positive input of energy as well. But another thing that I have been experiencing this past current year is, of course, I moved across the country, which was hands down the best decision I've ever made in my lifetime. Having said that, there's also some struggles that come with moving to a new place where you know absolutely nobody. You have no friends, no family, no connections. Even simple things like moving. I used to be able to call so many of my different friends and be like, hey bro, I gotta move next weekend. Can you help me with your truck? And it's just simple things like that that you sometimes take for granted, that are so helpful in your life. But also just like having genuine people in your life that you can confide in and have positive relationships with, in terms of meeting up, hanging out, just doing basic regular shit. So that's like been a big piece of my life that I feel like I kind of have lost, because I obviously had many big friend groups back home. I lived on an island for 29 years where everybody knows everybody, and I had a pretty active social life. So it was definitely a big adjustment for me moving over here. And I think that if it wasn't for me having the nature of the job that I have and having so many amazing clients that I still get to converse with and connect with on a regular basis, I think I would find this actually a lot harder. But since I've been here, I've been meeting some amazing people. It's been an absolute beautiful experience. And, like you guys have seen, I have definitely been taking advantage of the lifestyle and the opportunities of what I can do up here, from going to bodybuilding shows, going to theme parks, hosting retreats, which I definitely wouldn't have been able to do from Newfoundland. Goes to show that people only put like the picture perfect stuff on social media, and there's always going to be tribulations and struggles that come with your successes. It's just that not everybody is talking about them. So this is your friendly reminder that sometimes there might be a little bit of resistance to what you're trying to accomplish, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to get there or that it's not something that's good for you. Push through it, go after the things that are important to you, and I rest assured there is going to be positive outcomes for you on the other side if it's something that you truly want. And for me, moving up here, having access to travel, having access to the gym and the bodybuilding lifestyle that I do now is arguably, hands down, without a doubt, the most amazing thing that I've ever done. And just like in terms of expanding my culture and my experiences of life, it has definitely elevated me in different ways in that regard as well. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about it because I feel like I moved up here 8 months ago and I haven't really spoke too much about how I felt in terms of being isolated from everything and everyone that I once knew. But I'm also here to say that I'm on the other side of that, and I am just so grateful that I did make this journey. You guys with a little bit of a different note on today's update, but I wanted to give you guys not only the physical updates, but like the mental updates that are coming, because I personally do find the farther into the depths of prep I go, the more I notice mental differences as well as the physical differences. So I'm going to be showing you guys the ins and outs, the pretty, the ugly, everything in between. So stay tuned because things are just going to start turning up from here.